Yeah, you just gotta watch out. Well, you gotta watch out for your fellow man's ass, and make sure they're not making any. Make sure they're not.
That's in Luke. So welcome to another reaction video. Today, I'm reacting to a gent named Nick Rochford. Well, I'm reacting to his reaction to my reaction to something he did a couple of years ago. I think that's right. So here we go.
Canon Press. Yeah, you guys got to go watch Nick get absolutely cooked. Oh, we were sitting here laughing. It was pretty funny. Sam Hyde on the existence of God. Doug reacts.
Yep. That's it. What is it with Doug reacts? And
Doug reacts.
The Canon
called Canon Press.
Canon Press.
That would be us.
He did not go easy on you.
No, it was not. It's okay. You know what? It's fair, and I'm glad that. I'm glad. I like it. And since then, I've had a change of heart with my faith. Coming into faith. It's a funny thing, right? You have kids, you get more down with God. I'll tell you a quick story on, I think this stuff should be, it's like personal. I never want to hear about your sex, your sobriety, or your faith. It's your personal thing. Get it the out. It's none of my business and none of your business, so it's there. It's just Jesus is Lord. Now, I was raised Catholic, made my first communion, kind of quit after that, became a wild man, gave up on a lot of things up that. Didn't really think about it much. Smoked a little weed, didn't really care about it, didn't really think about it. About two and a half, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, mishandled my funds. I think I f***ed up.
Well, we've all been there. It's okay.
Yep. Mishandled my funds to a way where I said, I'm better than that. How the hell did you not see this coming? Put my hands to the God and said, I need some help. That
This is not the kind of prayer that you usually find in a tract. Just budget for that.
Next day, a dove landed on the hood of my truck. I live in the middle of nowhere, okay? I live a mile off the road, way back. The same bird that's in Ace Ventura 1. It's an albino pigeon. I didn't get confirmed, no. It didn't again, kind of fell off. I went to Catholic school only because my father worked there and I got to go for free. My father was the janitor there. I got to go for free. I went to LaSalle Academy, which is a nice school. My brother and I both got to go for free, and didn't really pay attention to any of that, any of the teachings and whatnot. Kind of just went through the rudiments there. Anyway, give up on that. Have a kid. Play my cards wrong. F***ed myself. Jammed myself pretty bad. Dove lands on the hood of my car. I'm pretty down and out. I'm not gonna lie. Broke. Pretty f***ed up. Not really doing anything too wrong, just kind of too broke to drink too much, to be honest with you. I have a video of it. I found the video. It was October 21st, 2022. So it's like 2 years ago, right around this time. Dove lands on my car, then flies on the roof of this barn. I basically went broke because of this barn. That's what it was. And then 2 days later, we got $1 million for the show. Call out of nowhere. My angel, Robert, comes out of nowhere, and that's truly. And then ever since then, I've tried to been. It really was wild.
God providentially arranges all events all the time. Sometimes He lets us peek. Sometimes the coincidence is so striking as to not be coincidental, and that brings us up short, and we say, I wonder if a higher power's at work. Well, of course, a higher power is at work all day, every day, numbering the hairs of your head. A sparrow can't fall to the ground apart from the will of the Father. God's at work all the time. God's providence is at work all the time. But there are times when He pulls back the curtain a little bit, where He lets us see the correlation. See, this fellow made the correlation between him praying and the dove landing and the deliverance coming. Now, let's just hope and pray that keeps up.
I tried to clean up my act, but hey, to err is human, to forgive is divine. No, so I've just tried to get into it more. My kids go to Catholic school, trying to go to service on Sunday and stuff like that. Trying not to be a complete piece of shit. Look, I make mistakes, but I think faith is personal, and it's something that needs to be. It's just something that you don't need to talk about. You know, all this stuff kind of happened at once, and it's all kind of been an upswing. And yeah, of course, I owe everything in my life to Jesus Christ. I will take the cooking, because at the time when I was talking the way I sound like a retard. And I'll admit it. I don't give a shit. Since then, I've come maybe 6% of the way there. But cheers to everyone out there.
Doug was a little harsh on you.
No, it's okay.
He's even clowning.
And that's kind of like the real thing. And people morph their realities of faith, or how it's implemented in their own lives, and it's something new. You know what I mean? When you smoke weed and you drink all the time, and you just like think it's like all like bitches and that, and then you kind of change up. And I'm not no holier than thou. Like I said, I don't give a what you do. Yeah, you just gotta watch out. Well, you gotta watch out for your fellow man's ass, and make sure they're not making any. Make sure they're not.
That's in Luke.
Making mistakes, and have enough balls to call someone out if they're heading down a path that sucks. Because listen, it's depressing. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Is just I hope everybody's. It's one of those things where you just genuinely hope everybody's doing good, and if you're new here, that's something.
Doug, we wish you well.
Yeah, no, Doug, I'm going to pray for you.
We hope you get off that diabetes medication as soon as possible.
Hey, Doug, I'm going to pray for you, my man.
Fasting, that's in the Bible. I remember that.
It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right in Philippians 2-3. No.
I wish them well also, and I am glad they don't appear to have taken offense at the things I said about where his head was a couple of years ago. Let me just make a few general observations about the whole thing. The first and most obvious thing is God is doing some very strange things in some very strange places. Whether it's Russell Brand or this sort of thing, where the permanent questions don't disappear just because you're living in our decade. If I tried to describe, for example, this witnessing opportunity to someone of my father's generation, an evangelical of the Billy Graham school of thought, and I said, sometime ahead in 2024, non-Christians are going to be talking like this, as though Jesus is real and the Bible is real, but they're talking this way, as crass and as crude as they do. I can't say that he's not far from the kingdom, but I can say that kingdom issues are wrestling with him, and that he, unlike the previous video, he is actually thinking about the big issues. That sort of thing is to be encouraged, not slammed. At the same time, you have to be very plain that becoming a Christian is not a matter of acknowledging that Jesus is real, going to church, and cleaning up your act 6%. That's not what the gospel is. It's not cleaning up your act. It is turning over your dirty act to someone, the only one who can clean it up at all. And when he cleans it up, he does a thorough top to bottom, side to side, front to back cleansing. He doesn't just leave you foul-mouthed and coming to church or acknowledging the greater realities. That's closer to the kingdom than he was before, but he still needs grace, still needs Christ. He is not comfortable talking about these things, but it is also equally clear that he's not comfortable being silent about it. I mean, they're addressing it for a reason. There's no reason that they would bring this up unless he felt some sort of need to. At the same time, it's not his comfort zone to be talking about it, and I think that is simply a matter of him inching his way toward the kingdom. I think that when he's all the way in, things will be different.